Right, bedroom lighting, let's talk about it. I am on holiday at the moment, hence the green screen. So I am just going to talk you through what we chose for our bedroom, why we chose it. There's lots of questions on the wall lights and the lamps. So let me tell you a little bit more about lighting in a bedroom generally, and then what we have done specifically. And hi, I'm Olivia, I'm an interior designer, and I'm here to help you make smart design choices when you are renovating. So make sure you follow me for lots more interior design content. Now, in a bedroom, I always try to design it with multiple layers, and that can be in a variety of different ways, but generally it will always comprise some form of reading light, i.e. those guys up there, some form of bedside light, and something overhead if necessary, but that is never ever ever downlights in a bedroom. That will generally be a singular pendant. And then, as well as the reading lights, I will generally put some other wall lights into the space to balance it out, because otherwise what you can find is that you have a very sort of headboard heavy area of lighting and not a lot elsewhere. And maybe you do picture lights, maybe you do other sconces for decorative purposes, but also that ambient lighting. Really depends on what you have and what you would like in your space. So in terms of what we did specifically, we were very much governed by what the electrics sort of told us to do in this environment. We weren't going to completely rewire this room. It's just not worth it. It may not stay a bedroom forever. There's a whole heap of reasons as to why that would have been a silly use of funds. So what we did is work with what we had. Now, there were already 2 wall lights on that back wall, but they were super high and super wide, and they were much more of a kind of ambient light. They weren't particularly useful to us in a bedroom. So I had them moved and I had them brought down. Now, they are for the sole purpose of reading. So when one person is up later than the other, rather than having to turn on a big bedside light, because I wanted big bedside lights, it's much less disruptive to use one of these smaller lights. Now, the other thing to mention is that these are articulated. So can you see they're on an articulated arm, which means you can pull them further over your head or push them back more to become either more of a kind of ambient sconce or more of a direct reading light to make sure you can see your book. And then on the opposite side of the wall, we have a picture light over a picture, obviously, and this actually comes on with our wall lights at the moment, which is absolutely not the ideal situation, but it's what we're having to work with, and all of these are on dimmers. Here is our dimmer switch plate, and we just need to do a little bit of reconfiguring to get the circuitry to be just right.